Good morning.
Good morning, Sarah.
How are you?
Good. Just getting excited to learn about Jostens Social since,
I
I don't know
know.
much about it. Haha.
I love doing these virtual trainings because I feel like there's some of these things that everybody can learn a lot about, and I love that we're going to be doing them weekly. I think it's going to be helpful.
I do too. I really do think this one especially because it is something that I think everyone can use and everybody needs to up their social media game. So,
Absolutely. So let's dive in. Let's do this. All right, so I am on just the Yearbook Avenue landing page where you go for everything else. And we're going to start by going to Plan Jostens Social.
so far I got it.
Well, if you haven't got this, we're in trouble. This is going to be how you log in. So we're going to go to Jostens Social. So you'll also see there's an option for request a student account. And that is literally exactly what it says. It walks you through. They enter their name and their email and their advisor email and their school stuff so that we know how to link the students if they choose to do so. But you're going to go to Jostens Social to open up your login screen, which is going to look like this. And your login information is going to be your Jostens associated email address, and your password is going to be your job number.
Simple enough.
And if you forget that, if you go to Plan and you go to Jostens Social, it'll remind you right here.
Sarah, let's talk about that student account.
Okay.
What can the student do in that account? Can they post?
So they are not going to be posting. They are going to be saving drafts of posts. So they're going to create posts, but they are not going to actually post them to the social platforms.
Yeah, I think that before I do a student account, I'd make sure I knew what I was doing and then practice that to make sure that a student can't post without
for sure. For sure.
You checking it. Okay.
All right. So once you've logged in, you're going to show up at the Jostens Social dashboard. So this is going to be roughly what it looks like. So this is our landing page, our little floating bar with your sweepstakes and all the new stuff and whatever. Pizza party. That sounds like fun. All the new stuff that's happening. And then we're going to look at this calendar. This is going to give us the full calendar of what is scheduled to post and when it is scheduled to post. See, this is not really social media itself. It's just a platform that allows you to manage the social media that you already have. So we're not posting to this. We're using this to post to Facebook, Instagram, and X, Twitter, or Pinterest. Do you know anybody that posts to Pinterest, Kim?
I do not.
Me neither. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So today's date is the 20th. So you can see that this morning at 9:36 a.m., I made a post, and this is that post. And you can see where it went. And you can actually even jump out and go to see the post live if you want to. So you can go to Facebook and see said post, see who's commented, who's liked, and all that good stuff. All right. So you can do the same thing for Instagram and Twitter and all that. I avoid Twitter like the plague, so I never go on there. And I love that this lets me not go on there
because I can post to it, but you don't have to look at it.
Exactly, because it's like a black hole. And I know that Wake County loves it, but I just don't.
That's
so
okay.
if you look ahead, you can see that in 2 weeks, I have another post scheduled to go out on September 3rd at 8 o'clock. So I don't have to wake up that morning and remember. It's just already pre-scheduled. And so I can edit that or I can cancel that. However I want to manage it up between then and now. I can also scroll back and see that last week I posted something and it had some pictures, and you can scroll through and see those photos if you would like to. All right, questions about what I have so far?
Can I move it if I decide I want it on the day before the 3rd?
Absolutely. You just click, drag, drop. It's moved.
So this is a scheduler. That's all it is. It's your calendar.
That's right.
Okay.
Now, what I love about this is that I got too fast. What I love about this is that students can actually post because, I'm constantly reminded of my age and the fact that I do not know all the trending and popular things because I am old. And therefore, having that brain trust of teenage minds is so important because we're marketing to teenagers. So why not speak their
Use them.
language?
Yeah.
But at the same time, we're marketing to teenagers. We cannot go too far down that road, or else we may end up posting something inappropriate. So let's look and see how the students can create something and put it on a hold so that you can come in and approve it and actually post it. So you are going to make a post with Postmaker. And I have some choices. I can choose when to post, now or later. I'm going to choose later. And I'm going to choose the 27th. And because I'm scheduling this, one of the things that I can really think about is what's the best time to post. So if I'm going to post a reminder for next Wednesday's session on Yearbook Plus, what time do you think most teachers would see that post that morning?
Well, it's either right when they get to school, at lunch, or after school.
Well, one of the sessions is at 11, so we don't want to do lunch. So before school,
Yeah. I do
so
it early.
7:30,
Yeah.
7 o'clock,
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. All right, we'll do 7 o'clock. So I'm choosing my time, 7 o'clock a.m. So now I've chosen when to post. Now let's choose what to post. Now I have already created a post for next week's training, and I did this in Canva. So I just went into Canva. I created a new social media post. I designed it the way I wanted to. Easy peasy. So I'm just going to drag and drop that in. And now that
You
it's
do most of your post creation in Canva, Sarah?
100%.
Okay.
All of my posts is in, unless I use posts that are pre-made here, and I'll show you that in a minute. But anything that I make in Canva. It is so stinking easy, and
Okay.
most teachers know how to use that. Most kids know how to use that. So I
And it
just
makes
say,
them the right size and everything.
and there's so many great tools. I mean, it's kind of
Mhm.
like having Photoshop but easier. Um,
Okay.
so yeah, definitely love Canva, but I mean, you can make it on literally anything. I mean, you can draw it and scan it if you really want to, but as long as you have that JPEG image, you can pop it in. So
Okay.
you can either drag and drop or select your content from your computer. And
Okay.
now that I've done that, I want to type a post. So what do I want it to say? Um,
What's this one about?
this one is Yearbook Plus.
Okay.
Yearbook Plus is a great way to add digital content to your yearbook. Learn about it at today's training. Join us by Zoom at 11 or 3. Okay.
Okay. Good.
All right. Now, here's the thing. There's an AI feature that allows you to play with your post. So you can make it funnier, you can make it more casual, less salesy. And so I always like to play with these. I don't always use them. Sometimes I do, but Yearbook Plus is a great way to add digital content to your yearbook. And then I got some emojis. Don't miss out on today's training. It's not like we can fit everyone into one Zoom call at 11 or 3. I mean, so who cares if it may not be relevant, but we can steal these emojis and use those.
Yep.
There you go. And then the second thing I want to do is hashtags. I like to set up my hashtags for the year. And so I have a hashtag set already established for all of our training posts. So I can click this and all the tags that I already had pre-planned will populate. So I can come in here and manage these hashtags, and I can set up a new set. So I can name it whatever I want. Maybe I'm going to name it classroom visits. And then my hashtags might be Kim and Sarah visit schools.
Okay.
Whatever. You can name them whatever you want and save it. And then I have that new set of hashtags there that I can then add to my post without having to retype the same thing every time.
Yeah, we don't want to type.
Yeah.
And I like the one you did. It's just got our normal stuff on it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I just have NC Yearbooks, Team Trezona, Kim and Sarah, and Jostens. And then I have training day because it's one of our training ones. And so once I'm happy with that, I've now chosen when to post and what to post. Now I need to know where to post. And there are options. You can post to Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, X, whatever it's called. You can post Instagram Reel, but you can't post a photo to that for some reason. But if you try and it doesn't let you, it will tell you that. So you don't have to be left wondering. Now, I'm going to preview and see what it's going to look like. So this is a graphic I made. This is the thing I just typed up. I love this because I can't spell. So hopefully I'd catch a spelling error if I take a chance to look at it a second time. It tells me where it's going to go and when it's going to go. All right, good so far? Any questions?
Nope, sounds great.
Okay, so now I can either go ahead and post it, but remember, I'm not posting it live right now. I'm scheduling it ahead of time. Or I can save it as a draft.
So this is where you could get kids to create posts, save them as drafts. You could review them and put them on the day you want them on.
Exactly. And that way, if you save it as a draft, what you're going to notice is you're going to see drafts up here. And any of your draft posts, I had already done this morning as well, but any of your draft posts are going to pop up here. And I can then edit those if I'd like to, and come in here and make any changes. So if the kids did something I didn't like or made a change that I wasn't happy with, I can come in here and adjust that here. All right, so let's look at some other content available to you, and then we'll talk about how to connect your accounts. So we'll start with the content library. So the content library is going to be divided into two sections. The first section is going to be all about yearbook, and the second section is going to be nothing about yearbook, but it's just fun little things that you can post. Why would we want, Kim, why would we want things that are not yearbook to be available to post?
Because we want people to like what we're doing and not just see yearbook stuff all the time. Maybe they're looking for Happy Dog Day. I don't know.
I know. We can go to Just for Fun and we can find some fun little posts, and it makes it more interesting because nobody wants to follow anything that only tries to sell them something all the time. So we want to create an urgency to buy the book, but we also want to create people following us because there's going to be other things that we're going to be posting. We're going to be posting about senior ads, about picture day. We're going to be posting polls that we want students to fill out. We're going to be asking for photos from them. And if we want to have that feedback from them on those things, we cannot just berate them with buy a book, buy a book, buy a book. We want to make it fun and interactive all along. So these are just some fun things you can do there. Let's go back here and let's look at the yearbook ones, and let's post something from the yearbook, yearbook related, just to show you how that works. So Kim, what do we want to post about?
Photo share.
Photo share. I love that.
I want to get that out so people know they can send me photos.
Yes. So here is a category about photo share in Yearbook Plus, and then it's going to allow me to choose the subcategory of photo share. And this is going to pull up all the posts that we have available about photo share. Some of these are images and some are animations. GIFs cannot be shared to Instagram, only to Facebook. So if you want to share a GIF, you got to share it to Facebook, Instagram, images only. So I tend to stick to the images most of the time because it's easier. But so we're going to do that here. So you can see that this one's labeled an image versus an animation. So we're just going to pick this one just for the time being. And I'm going to click add to post. All right. So we now have a post that says share the special moments that you've captured. So what do we want to type in our bar here, Kim?
Well, some words. Let's see. Share your photos with us every day when you see something cool at school. I don't know, something like that. Share your photos with Yearbook.
Now, I'm sorry, Kim, but I'm not sure that this is the best one I've ever seen. So let's see what AI says.
I knew it was bad. I did it on purpose.
Oh, yeah. I knew you did that. All right. Hey, got any cool pics you want in the yearbook? Share them with us here. Oh my gosh, so much better. I actually wanted to use that though. Why did I do that? Let's see if I wonder if it comes up with the same thing.
See, that was cool too.
Yeah.
Okay. Really great. It does great post writing for you.
It does. All right. So I'm going to copy and paste. This is actually the URL that for photo share. But I was thinking about it, and I think it would be cool to have a QR code too, especially like if the kid sees the post and shows the post to mom or dad, right? Like, hey, can I have a yearbook? parent can just scan that QR code. So I would love to put a QR code. So I'm going to edit this photo share image right here, the one that I picked earlier. I'm just going to click edit. And now I have all these features to edit this photo. So I think the first thing I need to do is tell them what to do. So I'm going to add some text, new text, and let's see, what do I want to write? Let's write scan to send us photos. How's that?
Okay.
Okay. Now let's make it a little bit smaller so it's not like taking over. We just need a little note here. Okay, I can move that around. I can change the color, do whatever I want to with it. All right, so now if I want to put in a QR code, I've got one right here I can use. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to look for stickers. I can never remember which one of these tabs is which. That's a frame. What's that? There's a sticker. There's a sticker. I'm going to upload a sticker.
So anything you're uploading like this is like something you're gonna put on top of another post like this is a sticker.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I've uploaded my sticker. So now I have this custom sticker here, and I'm just going to pop that on there. And we can play with the size, get it where we want it. All right. Are we happy with this?
Yep, I'm very happy.
Okay, so I'm going to export the image. And so now I have updated my image. I have typed in what I wanted it to say. I haven't added my hashtags yet, so let me do that. We'll do
Yep.
that one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I have my
What you post,
my
and you've got
visual, my verbal, my link. All right. When do we want to post this? Let's post this on Friday afternoon at 3 o'clock. So maybe like right as kids are getting out of school, they'll see it, right?
okay.
All right. And where am I going to post it? We're going to make our choices here and preview my post. And that's
Cool.
what our post looks like. What do you think?
Looks good to me.
All right. I'm going to save it as a draft so my Kim can check it later and decide if she wants to post it. Okay. Any questions before we talk about the actual connection process?
So show me on the calendar now where that one's at.
It's not, it's in drafts.
Oh, okay. So how do you just pull it from drafts over to here?
I go to drafts,
Okay.
I open it,
Uh-huh.
edit it,
Uh-huh.
I make sure I'm happy with everything. And then when I preview, this time I'm going to schedule the post.
Okay.
So now I'll get little checks saying it has been scheduled. And then when we go back to our calendar on Friday, we have this post scheduled.
Perfect.
Now, another thing you can do is looking at your calendar because my brain is very visual. So trying to go in and hand type in a date sometimes I'm like, I don't even know, but I like to maybe post something on a Monday, like a happy Monday or something. So you can also go to your calendar and click on your calendar date and create a new post automatically on that date so that you don't have to remember the date. This has by default given us the when based on where
Okay.
I clicked. And it's going to give you whatever time it is right now but on the
Yep.
date you selected. So you can make adjustments to that. But I like that a lot. Or if I know like I don't have anything to post next week, it's giving me some suggestions. Like here's a welcome back to school suggestion. And you can see if any of these you like and you wanted to post. And some of them, when you click them, it actually gives you a posting tip. Here's something you can say.
So
All right.
this is a scheduler. That's all it is.
So it is,
You
yeah. It's just a
create
way to
and you can
manage your
schedule.
social media. All
Mm-hmm.
right,
And
check your chat. You have any questions or anything?
not yet.
All right, cool. So let me talk to you about how you link your accounts from your personal account from your yearbook pages into this because that's the hardest part. It's not hard, but it feels overwhelming. So just to remind you, on my Facebook, this is my personal Facebook that I run. And if I come over here and click my account, I can see the pages that I manage. And I have 2 pages that I manage. So I have linked the page for Jostens North Carolina yearbooks. So when you look at my connections, it says Sarah Griffin, like this is my personal account, but I'm actually not ever going to post to that. I'm only going to post to the page that I manage that I have linked.
Mhm.
So,
Perfect.
okay. Now, let's look at how to do this. And I have a video, it's like 3 minutes that I want to play for you because it is going to say this better than I can. So I'm going to play this really quickly. Let me know if you can't hear it.
So, in order to connect your social accounts, there are a couple things you need to do. If you go to the right-hand side and click connect, and all these boxes will be automatically checked. You can just leave them exactly like that. Click connect, and it will bring you to Facebook. So it will have you log into your Facebook page.
So you have to remember your password.
That's always the
This
hard part.
message will come up. Multibrain is the people who developed our Jostens Social website, and they are asking for access to your profile. This by no way means that we are going to be posting on your profile for you. It simply just allows Jostens Social to schedule out that content on your behalf. So you can just hit continue.
Okay.
And then this will bring you right back into Jostens Social, and you can see that my personal Facebook account is now connected to the tool. Now, something that some of our schools are concerned about is that most school and yearbook pages are connected to somebody's personal account. That is normal. So you will see when I click on Facebook pages, the Jostens Social demo account comes up because it is connected to my personal account. So I can go ahead and connect that. And you will see later on as I'm scheduling a post, it doesn't even give me the option to post on my personal account. So that is nothing to worry about.
So Sarah, I have to create another account.
You do not have to create another account. What you're going to actually do is use the account that you already have, like your current, well, let me back up. If you already have a social media account for your yearbook, you do not need to create a new one. If the only account you have is your personal account, yes, you want to create a new one. So we want to have a Havelock High School yearbook account. We do not want to have a Tina account, right? We want to make sure that we're being specific to the school and to the yearbook. And then when you link, and you're going to do the exact same thing for Instagram that you just saw her do there. So I'm not going to keep playing this, but it just links through your personal account to the page that you're managing.
And so if the school doesn't have a yearbook Instagram account, they're going to have to create one. If they don't have a yearbook X account, they're going to have to create one.
Correct.
Okay.
And you do not have to use all of them. I do because why not? Like we have it, we might as well use it. I don't remember where here we go. Because we have it, why not use it? I use it. However, I don't, if like, let's say Instagram is banned at your school, you're not allowed to use it. Just don't connect to Instagram. So you can pick and choose. Like I don't connect to Pinterest because who posts to Pinterest? I look at Pinterest. I don't post to it. So,
but I find too that schools have a hard time from year to year transferring the accounts. Like somebody will create it, some kid, and then the next year, like, who's got the login to our Instagram account? And nobody knows what it is. So sometimes I think if you're going to really get serious about this, you just need to start over, create the account you as an advisor, put it in a locked box, safe place so you know what the login is. So if you have a new advisor next year, you know to give it to them, because if not, it kind of gets lost to me.
And honestly, at this point, there's no reason for any child on your staff to ever need your Facebook login. You don't need your Instagram, your Jostens yearbook Instagram to be linked through another student's. It needs to live with you and or on its own. It does not need to live anywhere near a student, and they don't need to have a login to it because used to, that's what we had to do. But now that we have this tool, the kids can still log into this and still create things without ever knowing any of your passwords to any of your social accounts, or even having to worry about, when I was the advisor at the school and I had a kid running my account, the next year I had to make sure I remembered to get the password before he left and somebody new came in, or else I didn't know how to get into the account. And that child had graduated and gone. So
Yeah.
this eliminates that as well because we're posting only to like your school account. The
The
kids
only
don't
time
have
it would change is a new advisor and they wanted to change it to their account.
That's correct.
That's right. All right.
All right. So one more thing I'm going to show you, and then we'll take questions or whatever you have. I know that you guys saw that we started using a website this year to host all of our resources. And we did that because we loved the Google folders, but they were alphabetical. We couldn't organize them as well as we wanted to. So this is going to make it a lot more organized for you. So on the homepage of our new webpage, which is in the tip of the week, which hopefully you guys are reading, right here at the
I know
top,
these two are.
I know they are. Right here at the top, I have some simple steps for getting started. So you can actually pull this PDF up and look at it and use it to walk you through if you don't remember exactly what we've said, or if you have any questions about how to connect, because I know connecting can sometimes be the most daunting part. That is all right there for you. All right, questions.
All right, guys. What do you think? Turn on your volume.
I'm excited. I really want to work on our social media this year and our marketing in general. So this is something that I want to be able to pass off, hopefully,
Yeah.
to some students to take more of the reins
And if you
on.
train them to only save as a draft, you'll be fine. Just that's
Yeah.
all they can do. And they know so much, and you can have fun with this. And I said to Sarah, why not meet with your social media editor? Like name a kid you really, really, really are trust and are close to make the post and like sit down and go, okay, we got 2 months here we can plan for. What do we want to plan? Like we want to do 5 sale books. We want to five senior ads. We want to post something about our game of the week that is our like rival game. We want to, and plan it out. And then after those posts are made, all Zoe has to do is drag them where she wants them. It's easy. Perfect. Tina, what do you think?
Social media was something that my head editors had said that they wanted to do. And so I told them, I said, well, guess what? I'm going to go on a Zoom and figure it out this afternoon and get back with you on it because they think that will, they also want to look for business sponsors this year too.
Yes.
So that's why they said, well, if we can do more with social media, but I was like, oh, I know our school has really strict rules, so let me get on this and see. And then yeah, so that my biggest thing was that I was like, well, you guys can't post
Yeah.
stuff. So it's
But we don't
nice.
want to add more to your plate.
Right. So that's great that they can create and then I just, schedule it and go once I approve it. So
I
that
think you can do it 2 months out too.
One.
Oh, 1 month out? Okay, 1 month out.
okay.
Yeah, it's about a month out. Another thing that I really like to do is reach out to different folks on campus that also run social media accounts. Like maybe it's the athletic director. Probably not. It's probably not the athletic director. Who would it be? It would be PTO. There's
It
probably
is
some.
at Apex High, it's the athletic director. He has
Is
a
it?
big account. Uh-huh.
Okay, well, at the school I was at, the athletic director did not know how to use social media. So I'm
Okay.
glad there are
I
some out
think
there
it
that
depends on
do.
how old they are, just like us.
I'm glad there's some out there that do. But maybe it's FFA or DECA or whatever. It doesn't matter. The school account. But I would connect with those the folks in charge of that and just say, hey, heads up, we're trying to grow our account and we want to make sure we're helping you out. You're helping us out. I'm going to start adding you on all of our posts. If you're going to the football game, tag the athletic department and say, going to the football game tonight to see so-and-so play. You tag the athletic department. And then hopefully one day when you're posting something, they share it and they may have a bigger following than you do or a different following than you do. Check with your band, check with your orchestra, check with your theater departments. They've all got them. And when relevant, tag them, and that way they can share it out and you can reach a bigger audience.
Perfect. Perfect. So you all have access. All you have to do is go under plan, Jostens Social. It's your email for Jostens and your job number to get in. You can go in and just play with it for a week or two before you even talk to the kids about it. Create a few posts, see if you get it. And I'm going to tell you, if you have questions, you email Sarah, not Kim. And because Okay, we had to make a decision when we started Jostens Social. Only we couldn't both be on at the same time. So we made a decision that the younger person was going to do it.
I'll take it. I don't mind doing it. Yeah. So I
Yeah,
think it's
she's
fun.
the
I think it's fun.
expert. She's the one you email about Jostens
I'm happy to
Social.
help at any time with anything. I may not know all the answers, but I do know that you can email. I wrote it down.
Her name's Maggie.
JostensSocial@jostens.com with questions. You guys can email them, but so can I for you. So feel free to reach out either way.
And that little girl who runs that department, she knows her stuff. Apparently, she's young too. So give me a thumbs up if you guys think you're going to use this, or at least try to use it, right? I think so. I think when people see this and see how like less stress it puts on you to actually get involved in that, and you feel like you're really accomplishing something with the whole community that way.
And it
You
takes
can
away the
post.
fear, like Tina said, of I can't let my kids just post. So it takes that fear away because you do have that draft that you can proof.
Mhm. And just think you can post like things you're covering in yearbook. You can send out polls. You can do all kinds of stuff with this. Summer break is flying by faster than a teacher clicking through the blood-borne pathogen training.
Ain't that the truth?